Left of the box. Oh, this isn't really an update, but I just kind of wanted to mention it because I covered Brian Mulroney and I mentioned that's how we got Prime Minister Kim Campbell, the only non-cisgendered white heterosexual male Prime Minister of Canada. She was Prime Minister for less than a year because she got appointed after Brian Mulroney had to step down because there was going to be a vote of non-confidence. And to avoid that disgrace, he stepped down before that vote was held. And they appointed her knowing full well that they were going to lose big time that next election. So they put a woman in place to take the fall for the party. It's called the glass cliff. And I just find this interesting. Former Prime Minister Kim Campbell called Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre a liar and hate monger and suggested she won't vote for his party in the next federal election. And Joy Henderson, a wonderful follow on Twitter if you're on there still. Well, for once I agree with the Conservative. Hell might have frozen over. Yes. You know it's getting bad when Conservatives start speaking out against other Conservatives. We do have that radical right-wing aspect within our Conservative government, no doubt about it. However, we still have an element within some Conservatives that haven't gone there, that are more of what the traditional Conservatives that you used to think of. We still have that in government, but primarily in the media. The way our media covers it like all Conservatives are still this kind of, just right of center on most things, still decent people, while totally ignoring the fact that Pierre Poilievre is pandering to conspiracy theorists, right-wingers, is openly being anti-trans with the policy he would want to put through. So to have somebody who used to be a prime minister actually call him out and say, no, this is bad, is good. This never happens in the States, for one thing. You don't see this. And even this type of discourse is kept minimal here in Canada because they don't want to, the decorum of everything. You don't want to start calling people names and all that sort of stuff. In the House of Commons, when they're doing during question period, when they have the chance to speak in front of the House and ask questions and blah, 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 there's a certain level of decorum that happens. And you're actually not allowed to call another sitting member of the government a liar, even if they are. And you can actually get punished for that by being kicked out of the House until you apologize type thing. So there's a high, high level of decorum in this country. So to see a former prime minister go against that, I think it's a pretty powerful message. And I hope other, especially conservative politicians who still have some semblance of a soul left, start speaking out against what Pierre is, because he panders so hard to the right. And he doesn't even stick with one thing. It's whatever is popular at the time, because he is a populist. Like, he used to be all about the crypto, wanting to make Canada the crypto capital of the world. And I haven't heard much about that recently because crypto has really bombed out. So he's going to follow, like, he doesn't lead his base. He follows his base wherever they go. As they get more right wing, he wants to stay in front of them by offering them these right wing ideas and policies and agreeing with them. So hopefully more people in the government, more conservatives in the government, more people in the media who are the conservative pundits start really acknowledging how dangerous Pierre is and what he's trying to do, instead of just playing it off like conservatives are still, just right of center of most things.